Well, Stevie Nicol, Everton nil, Spurs nil. I'm not sure how much quality was in the game, but it was very watchable, and there was a hell of a lot of perspiration put in from both sides. Did you enjoy it?
Um, kind of. I didn't enjoy the fact that there was no chances. Listen,
No.
both sides had the best chance was probably Reguilon from a great ball from Harry Kane, but it was a tough one. The ball was dipping, it was coming at pace, it was a half volley, he was stretching. But that was the best chance in the game. Damari Great for Everton had a glancing header in the second half that he may have got on target, but you didn't expect him to score. So, as far as chances were concerned in this game, that was it. But there was a lot of bite and a lot of challenges, and it was very competitive. There was a lot of moaning, particularly from Everton
Mm.
players, and a lot of that was to do with the crowd. You know, the Evertonians get into it, and they don't take too much encouraging when something goes against their team. And I'm talking about the penalty kick that the ref initially gave for Lloris bringing down Richarlison. But fortunately, he went to VAR and checked it and decided correctly that he had got it wrong and that Lloris had actually got some of the ball. So from there, it went from hype to completely hyped up as far as the crowd was concerned. So I guess I've changed my mind. Yes, I did enjoy it. I like a bit of bite.
Yeah.
I like a bit of guts and gore. And of course, you talk about gore, the sending off Holgate, just an awful challenge, no question. He carried through and deservedly got a red card. So it was a 0-0. And I guess it's one of those odd occasions when you can say that I actually did quite enjoy the 0-0.
It was a 0-0 with plenty talking points. Holgate not long on, quickly off again. Law 12, when it comes to a challenge like this, it's either careless, which is a foul, reckless, which is a yellow, or excessive force. It is excessive force, and I'm just surprised in that instance, Stevie, that the referee, who had a tough game, didn't show the red card straight away, because the replay showed that was a nasty one from Holgate.
Yeah, but I think we've got to remember that at the time and the pace of the game,
okay, sure,
it's very difficult for referees, particularly, you don't want to be sending somebody off unless you're 100% sure they deserve it, because it completely changes the game. Now, yes, it was a little late in this game, but generally, you don't want to send somebody off the field unless they deserve it. And again, that's the beauty of VAR. The fact that he gave him yellow, the fact that he went and checked it, the fact that he changed it to red. Again, everybody jumps on VAR saying how it changes the game. Well, this game showed you today that VAR is a good thing, because we got a penalty that wasn't, and it was reversed, and we got a yellow card for a challenge that was a red, and it got reversed as well and was given as a red. So VAR did its job today, and the referee did his job in interpreting VAR. And so at the end of the day, I guess with all these decisions, neither manager can complain about taking a point from this game.
Well, that's the other thing, and they'll both be happy with a clean sheet, because both of them have conceded quite a few goals lately.
Yeah, I think particularly Spurs. You talk about a side that don't look as though they can create and score goals. Well, they showed us again today that they're struggling to do that. But it is a side, as you said, that is just leaking oil big time. And the fact that they reduced Everton to one glancing header, as I said, from Damari Gray, tells you that they've tightened up, and they've certainly been working on things defensively. And there was a lot of energy there. You need to want to defend. And in previous games, I don't think really the Spurs players have had that bit between their teeth that they wanted to die for the cause. And today they looked as though they did.
We also have to be organised and know how to defend as well. And whatever Nuno's tactics were, I'm not sure defending was at the forefront of it. Now, Antonio Conte, you and I have seen plenty of his teams in the past. He's all about organisation. And I think Spurs will get that with him defensively. Could that mean that the likes of Harry Kane and Son, who were pretty ineffective today due to lack of service, it might take a little bit more time until Conte sorts out the defence before we see a little bit more from that pair? Or with the run of games that are coming up for Spurs, which are pretty favourable, do you think it won't be long before we see Kane and Son back among the goals?
Can't answer that, to be honest with you. I'm not so sure that the biggest problem is the service. They had enough ball today to have created something, and they didn't. I'm talking about one opportunity for Reguilon. So I don't think it's. I think the easy question to answer is, will they tighten up defensively? Yes, because they will be
Yeah.
organised, and Conte will have them fired up to make sure that they defend properly. So I think that's an easy question to answer as far as defending. As far as attacking, I'm not so sure. Again, Harry Kane's far too deep for me. If Harry Kane wants to play in midfield, then change your jersey and go and sit in the middle of the park. But he's never going to score goals if he doesn't get himself up front. It should be somebody serving him, not the other way around, in my opinion. So I don't know. There could be a spark. It's possible. Is it likely? I doubt it.
Finally, let's end with a quick word from a former Liverpool player about Everton. What's the kind of glass ceiling for Rafa Benitez? Because we've seen a bit of everything from them this season. What are they aiming for? What should be their target given what we've seen so far?
Well, I guess if you talk to them, they'll say the European spots. But the truth is, they don't have a squad big enough to finish in the European spots, in my opinion. They've been struggling recently because of the injuries, particularly to Calvert-Lewin. So yeah, they'll tell you it's a European spot. If they get a European spot, I tell you, they're going to have to start picking results up. Certainly get more clean sheets, and they got to start creating chances, particularly at home. So, listen, you're talking about mid-table as far as I'm concerned, but as I said, they'll say they're aiming for Europe.
Okay, a nice unbiased opinion from a former Liverpool player to end with. 0-0 it finished.
I love Everton.
Behave yourself, man.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.